this video, we're going to list our top 5 favorite moments from The Flash Season 1, Episode 12, Crazy for You. Number 5 might seem a little insignificant to others, but the woman that ended up giving her number to Barry in the bar was Linda Park, and if you know from the comics, she is the girlfriend and eventual wife of Wally West, who becomes Barry's nephew and the next Flash. So it's kind of interesting that Barry is dating his nephew's future wife, if that's how they decide to go. Some people think that maybe they're trying to combine all the Flashes into one and just have Barry Allen take on a lot of their stories and properties. I don't know, but I still thought that it was pretty cool that they had another character from the comic book and they kind of put her in a way that makes sense. And I also liked Iris's kind of jealous eyes, like, oh, so you need to be happy when I'm with someone, but I can't be happy when you're with someone. So it'll be interesting, that whole little thing going on. Number 4, Cisco and the Pied Piper meeting. The whole thing just gave major hype to Cisco being Vibe, especially when he does the line, "You're not the only one who understands vibrations, Hartley." It just was like you can't wait for Cisco to become Vibe, and the moves he did on the Pied Piper Hartley were just amazing, and the fact that he fought back. I still, every time Pied Piper takes his little ear thing out of his ear and it's all bloody and ugh, I hate that part, but seeing Cisco with the moves and kind of just shadowing that future Vibe thing is really exciting. Number 3, Caitlin and Barry going to the bar, hanging out. That was adorable. You know that the actor Grant Gustin, who plays Barry Allen, was on Glee, so he has an amazing singing voice. And Caitlin ends up going up there and singing, and Barry says he has a terrible voice, and then he goes up there and just kills it. And it was very adorable when he races her outside, pulls back her hair, and then undresses her and claims that he didn't take a peek, even though Caitlin says that he deserves a peek even if he didn't. So very adorable scene, and I really enjoy those two together, and the look Caitlin gave him was ooh, I'm now becoming interested in you, and I really hope that doesn't happen. We don't need these love hexagons just going on with everyone interested in everyone else. It just gets weird. Number 2, the wrench. The wrench with Peekaboo, the lady, if you remember from it, who kept teleporting, disappearing. Well, 1, that was amazing. I'm always amazed with the special effects and CGI, and it's come such a far way from even 5-10 years ago when they tried to do superhero shows or stuff, and you're just like, oh my gosh, the effects were terrible. But they did with her was so cool. But my favorite part is when they're talking about, oh, you need to blind her because she can only teleport what she sees. And Barry has a wrench. And maybe it was just me, but I felt like, whoa, Barry, you don't have to permanently blind her, dude. You don't have to wreck her face, just the lights out. But that was me. But that whole scene in general, I think, was really cool and very well done. And then number 1, of course, is Gorilla Grodd. And if you read the comics, I think I've talked about this in another review, it's really exciting, and I was worried how they were going to handle the special effects and if they were just going to massacre the whole character. And from what I've seen so far, it's actually really good effects, and I'm super excited about it. And it's a telepathic, psychic gorilla. He can talk in the comics eventually. I don't know if they're going to have him talk right away or if it's just going to be a telepathic thing or whatever. He might start off slow. I'm not sure, because I know they have to find this balance between being kind of faithful to the comics but not being really stupid on television, because things that work in the comics don't necessarily work on TV or in the movies, and they just are ugh. But I think if we can make a talking raccoon and a talking tree work with Marvel, that DC can make this whole thing work with the talking gorilla. So the fact that we are finally getting to see him, and we've seen the signs and showing his cage and all that, and the fact that we actually get to see him, and there's going to be some forward plot with it. I'm hoping we don't see that until season 2, We kind of get glimpses of him every once in a while, and it becomes a big bad that's kind of spread out as Barry has more control of his powers, but I guess we will see. So those were not my top 5 moments. There were other moments that were kind of funny, like Cisco saying, "How can you speak 6 languages and still sound like a dick in every one of them?" Or when Barry goes, "I'm faster than a speeding bullet." But apparently he is slower than an iPhone. But anyways, those were my top 5 moments. You can list yours below, and make sure you like and subscribe.